All right, welcome everybody. Starting a new channel today, and it's called Disciplined Adventures. We're out here breaking in the new 25 TE300 Heritage. Picked this up from Carl's this week. They were awesome to deal with, and just out here doing a couple heat cycles on the bike, getting it ready. My son and I can go out and ride and take you guys on these awesome adventures with us. So I'm a little bit heavier. I'm 6'3" and about 230 pounds. I bought 2 spring rates up for the front and back, put a new spring on the back shock, put new stiffer springs in the front forks. Got it set up for my weight. It's not valved for my weight necessarily, but we'll deal with that stuff later if need be. I've been out of the power sports stuff for about 5 years, and just getting back into it. Rode quads my whole life, over 30 years of riding quads in the sand dunes, and decided to get on 2 wheels and try this out. And part of the 5 years ago, we found ourselves searching for something. We found God, and this channel is about our faith walk and our adventures that go along with it, and happy that you guys have joined us. Looking forward to more adventures, more time on the trails, more time exploring this beautiful green earth that God has given us. And the story behind the Disciplined Adventures is the word disciplined has a lot of meanings, but from Webster's dictionary, discipline is training that corrects, molds, or perfects the mental faculties or moral character. It means to train or develop by instruction and exercise, especially in self-control. Discipline comes from the word discipulus, the Latin word for pupil, which also provided the source of the word disciple, albeit by the way of late Latin sense shift to a follower of Christ in his lifetime. Given that several meanings of discipline deal with study, governing one's behavior, and instruction, one might assume that the word's first meaning in English had to do with education. So, discipline, right from the dictionary, means to be trained, to correct, to mold, or perfect the mental faculties or moral characters. To be disciplined means to be disciplined means to train or develop by instruction and exercise, especially in self-control. And the word discipline comes from the Latin word discipulus, the Latin word for pupil, which is also student. So Matthew 28:18 through 20 out of the NIV says, "Then Jesus came to them and said, 'All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age.'" In Romans 12:2 through 3, "Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, what is good and acceptable and perfect. For by the grace given to me, I say to everyone among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think with sober judgment, each according to the measure of faith that God has assigned." Like I said, we found God about 5 years ago, and our lives have been changed. And we're not perfect, but God's grace is, and that's why we're here. And that's why we're sharing our story with you. That's why we're going to be out on these adventures, checking this stuff out. I don't have a GoPro yet, but soon, hopefully I will. And we'll get some better ride videos. We'll get some better quality videos, and we'll check out the areas around southern Idaho here. Jimmy Seitz is a well-known speaker and hunter. He does videos on hunting, and it's a spiritual outdoors adventures that he does. And my vision for this channel is for us to grow into maybe something similar. Maybe we'll do Bible studies on the trail. We'll read some word. We'll ponder things. We'll have discussions with our friends and our fellow brothers as we travel the trails. And just really looking forward to see where God takes us on this journey. And until the next video, God bless, take care, and get out there and have some fun.